Okay, what's up YouTube? So I'm having all the fun trying to watch videos and try to get this Autostop Eliminator, some kind of video to show me, but there's no videos out there. This is going to be on a 2025 Chevy LT, so we're going to be using the AE039 model. So yeah, so far I printed out some instructions that they gave me, so I'm just going step by step. So right now I took the bottom kick panel off here, took my trim, pretty easy, nice little trim tool, use it back in right there, it's good. So I took that side off too as well. So now my next spot is I just removed 7mm bolt from right there, and I'm gonna start pulling all these tabs that just pull right off right there. So I'm gonna go back there, so get back with y'all after I do that. Okay, took this piece out. Starts from about right here, goes all the way across right there. Just some clips. This one right here, where's the other one at right here? And this one here, they're missing, but it's just because they go into a certain spot right here. I just tested it and made sure and looked. So it goes to a certain spot, but yeah, you gotta put a little pressure to it, not too much. I kind of did it by hand. I didn't use no trim tool, so yeah, that's part of one of the next steps here. Like, what am I on? Step 4 through 7. There's one bolt, like I was showing you earlier, the 7mm bolt that went right there. Okay, well, let me move on to the next piece, and then I'll show y'all what we got next. Okay, so next step looks like it shows me, looks like the other side panel. So I got 2 bolts right there. I probably got to take out like 7mm again, probably. So about to go to that side, check it out real quick, see what I got to do. Read the instructions a little bit better. Just don't really give me much right here, but this is all I get. It's fuse panel box area right there. So get back to y'all when I get it off. Okay, back at it. All right, so fuse panel, really simple. Clips there, clips. Not too bad. I had to use the pry tool, kind of get in there and, you know, pop out a little bit. And then these are the 2 bolts telling me to take off. Actually, it's 3 bolts, sorry. One there, and then one down there. And we're going to take off this piece right here. So that come off. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll get right back. Okay, got the other piece out. And it was only 2 bolts. It wasn't the top one there. It was one there and then that bottom one there. So misread. But retaining clips. And then clips there. So put that down. And like I said, 2 7mm. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next step. And I'll get back with you. Okay, so next step looks like it shows we're going to be taking, so we will be taking that 3rd bolt off, but not right now. We could have did it then. Looks like we're going to be taking all this top trimming off right there. So it looks like our next step right here, as you can see. So let me go ahead and work that and see what's the best way to use a pry tool, just by hand, but hopefully it might be just by hand, because everything I've been doing, it's been by hand. So, but let me go ahead and release that bolt, and then I'll get back with you. Okay, so last step I was showing y'all, moving the whole trim. This piece right here is a little snug right there. Wish I had a little bit better light, but right there you kind of hear it's a little, let me show you there, it's pretty thin right there. So I kind of used the trim tool for here, but the rest, when you go down here, it pretty much pops off pretty easily. Kind of got to put a little finesse to it. Not too much, but just a little bit. You know, you don't want to break it, but it's not too bad. I wish I had a cameraman or a tripod to kind of show me how to do it, but I'm just trying to, you know, you get the steps just to at least show the live thing how it goes. But yep, so now we're gonna move on to the next step, and I'll show you what that step is. So now it looks like the next step is taking off the top cover, which I hate doing. When I saw this step, those damn little clips right there, I usually break them. but we'll see what happens. So gonna try to work on those and see if I can pop it up without damaging anything, and I will let y'all know how that goes. So, all right. Okay, let me try to show y'all a little bit what I did. It wasn't too bad as what I thought. Got my tool. I kind of just got in here and then just kind of twist a little bit. And it actually just popped right up pretty easy. It's not too bad. So, and then on this other side here, did the same thing, but what I did is kind of put my finger, put my finger here to kind of get this little corner right here, a little wedge. I popped it in there and twisted it up, and as you can see, there's those tabs right there that's supposed to come off. So it wasn't too bad like the other models. This one wasn't too bad. Sorry for the noise, but thought I'll show y'all that. Okay, now that we did that, so the second part, it looks like there's a 7mm bolt again, which just looks like it's gonna be, oh, see my camera focus on it, probably not. Oh, there it is right there. It's gonna be right there, 7mm bolt. It looks like it's gonna take all this front dash off with this cover. That's what it's showing, it's stated in the picture. So let me take that off and then I'll let y'all know. Okay, this is where I was at. This one took a little tricky. You kind of got to use your pry tool to kind of get back in here, and I used my hands along here and just slowly progressed out, taking the clamps out. But I started from right under here with my tool, pulled this out right here, and then just worked my way around the edges. But right here was a little tricky for this little area right here, but wasn't too bad. So now I think we should be able to remove it. It's kind of hard with one hand, but let me get back to y'all. Okay, I'm gonna lie, it's a good thing I couldn't do it. I couldn't have showed y'all how to do it with just one hand, but it was tricky. So this front part area right here gives you a little indentation right here. So you kind of got to lift that out of that hole while you're tugging this up with one hand, and you're just gonna have to try to pivot it out in a way. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the install back in to kind of show everybody how it goes, and it's just kind of the opposite way of doing it, but we'll see how that goes. I'll see if I can find a cameraman or some kind of mount or something to do it, so we'll see. But yeah, it was pretty rough, and just be careful you get grease right there. Now, some have connectors, it was saying, that was in this thing, some kind of camera. It was stating there, if equipped, disconnect the electrical connector, but I didn't have that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I didn't see it, but if y'all instructions come different. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next step looks like 21 through 24. Looks like we're gonna take the AC controls and towing thing if you got it. So looks like it's gonna be a total of 7mm again. Of course, you got shoot my point. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and there should be another one there. I missed it. Maybe I was lost on one. At least I thought it showed 6. It shows 3 there. So, oh, down in the corner. Okay, well, let me go ahead and take those off and then disconnect it, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, this part was a pain. Like, you got to give it some pull on it. Them tabs right there, that middle one right here, it is on there. That one too. So you're gonna have to be, I was afraid to pull it out, but I got it. So I'm not gonna disconnect all these because I just got to work on the mirror next. I mean the screen next. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll probably put me a rag underneath there so it don't scratch anything. But yeah, so moving on to the next one. So the next part's the screen, like I was saying. So looks like we got 3 bolts. Looks like we got one right there, and then I can't see up there anyway, so I got to move that little thing. But there should be 2 bolts there, and then we'll be able to. Looks like we'll be able to pull it out from there. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'll show y'all something. Okay, so yeah, this part up here, I took out the wrong screws. So it needs to be, you got to feel for the outer one here. I took out these two and I was having problems pulling it out, but it's actually this one here and this one here. So you kind of got to, I didn't get a chance to look back there. I should have looked, but I didn't think there was going to be 2 extra screws. And it is a little tight to pull out from here and here. Yeah, it's pretty tight. So I don't have no help, so I'm gonna have to just manage like this. Got a towel, set it down. I was gonna take all these off, but it looks like the next step, I just need to take out those 2 screws. I just disconnected those. So I'm just gonna pull that out and go on to my next step, which is to take those 2 screws out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm just gonna plug this one back in and just leave those back and just let it sit and rest right here, because I'm only one person and some videos make it seem simple and easy, and it's not. So yeah, get back to y'all. Well, when you get a better angle, there's little clips, 3 clips right here. Just push those out, and they take the screws here, or torque screws, T15s, 2 of them on each side. So now that I got this released, now we'll move on, and I just release it from there. So we'll move on to the next step, and we'll figure out what I got to do here. So I'll let y'all know. Okay, on the instructions, I really don't understand why I got to pull this out when I got the actual connector, and it plugs right into there. They tell you take it out. This is where they give you no instructions. Autostop Eliminators doesn't. They give you nothing. So they tell you to remove it, right? But then you go to the next step, and it's telling you to put everything back together where I was just at. So yeah, what do you know, what's the point of taking that out? I don't understand, when you just get one in, and then of course, you know, probably zip tie that to, you know, this wire, this one right here. This is the one you're going to connect to, or you can just tuck it in like I'm going to do. Just tuck it in. I'm not going to use zip ties, but I don't know what the purpose is to remove that, so I'm not going to do that. Just going to go like that. So just like I was saying, to me, I think that's a waste of time, because look, I just put it back in, and of course I connected it and it went right in perfect. So I'm just going to put these 2 screws back. It went there and it just snaps right back in. And then I guess that's going to be it. And then, like I said, I'm going to tuck this in back in there. Sorry, camera went everywhere. But tuck it back in here. I'm going to put my T15s in right there. Right there, and then put these back on together, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can get a tripod or something, if I can find one, and try to do the reinstall. Or, you know, this will probably do good. I think y'all kind of got the caption of everything, but I'll try to do what I can. Okay, so I put it back in. So now I'm gonna put the 2 screws in the back. Like I was saying, let's see if I can. There's that one right there. I took out that one, and that one that didn't come out, but it's that one. You can feel the lip. You rub your finger back there. So I'm gonna put all those screws back in there, and then I'm gonna put this back in there, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I got all my bolts in, 4 screws. I will say these screws are not super tight, so when you put them back on, don't go crazy torquing everything down, because it doesn't need that much to tighten down, just a little bit, because there was pretty easy to break off. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I got no camera or to show anything, but we'll try to take pretty easy pictures if I can while I'm putting everything back together. If not, I'll just show a quick full review of everything installed back in, and we will test it and see if it works. You know what, I should test it right now. Where's my keys at? Okay, I got them right here. So I gotta push my button on here, of course, but so let's go ahead and see what. See, I didn't break the screen, thank goodness. But oh, the light is not on no more. So that must mean that we're, oh, let me lower the volume down. So that must mean it worked. So no light to push on. Of course, they were good. Okay, as you saw, I had to turn it off because my phone probably disconnected to the Bluetooth, of course. But as you saw, it stayed off. It wasn't lit up like it usually is when you turn your truck on, and it was off. So I will take for a drive and test it, but for now I'm gonna put everything back together, and then I will give y'all a review when I take it for a quick drive and see if my truck don't turn off. Okay, just installed this right here. Little kind of tricky. Get this back on here. It was a little pain, but it was pretty much plug and go. I mean, not plug and go, but just kind of snaps in real. And nothing broke, no clips breaking either, so that was pretty good. So it just kind of clamps in just like that, so pretty good. So we'll go ahead and put the screw back down in here for this one and continue on. I thought I'll do this real quick since I already have most of it in, but the top trim, just kind of line it up. You can kind of see there's some, oh, hold on, I gotta focus, but you can kind of see where this, all that right there. And just kind of push them in all the way down to the end. Yeah, it's pretty decent, pretty good. I gotta push that one down a little bit. Probably didn't go in all the way. Well, actually, you know what? That is how it sits. Yep. Okay. I'll continue on. Don't worry about the bubbles. That's a screen protector I put on there. Gotta get a better one. If anybody knows something, leave a comment and get a better one. Okay, got the trim done. Got my bolt right there. And now I'm gonna put this piece on next. And of course, 3 tabs. Tab, tab, and tab. And then also my 2 7mm on the side. So we'll get that done next. And then I believe it's probably my side trims right there. But I'll find out and let you know. Okay, got that installed. Put the fuse panel box on. So now to put the centerpiece underneath here back on. That's the next step. And then probably put those. And then probably that panel back on the bottom over there. It's 2 panels. Well, we're about to put the other one here and then the other panel over there. And then let me get back to that and I'll get back to you. Oh, and you will need an extension. I got this long one. You probably could use a shorter one, but it'll help when you got to get the bolts that are in here. I forgot to show that. But yeah, these bolts right there. When you get to up here, they have slots in here. I should have showed that. But it'll be good to have an extension. Keep it handy with you. Okay, so I got everything all put in. It's all good to go. Got my side trim pieces there. Put my kick panel back on here. All the bolt, got no extra bolts, so that's a good thing. Usually I have some extra. But everything's pretty good, lined up. And so, yeah, again, this is Autostop Eliminator. AE039. So when you scan the code in the back, or go to their website. I mean, there's no code. I don't know what I was thinking. But you go to their website, they're not gonna have anything for, like I just explained, for this year model. You have to ask them to give you instructions. They're gonna send you a link in an email. And I just printed these out at work because it's too hard to see on your phone. And this is more detailed. But yeah, so tools you're gonna need, probably tool, plastic, T15, extension, and 7mm. And it's not too bad of a job. It's a little tedious. I think it's my first time doing this one for 2025. But if you're bold enough to take it on and save you some money instead of having someone else do it, yeah, I would try to give it a whirl. I didn't break no clips, nothing came out, so it was actually pretty good for being one person. So like I said, I'm gonna try to do, I don't have a camera to justify the auto stop thing, but I will let y'all know when I take it for a drive because I don't have nobody to do it outside. But I will let y'all know if it does work with the light again. I'll get back to y'all. Okay, I'm getting ready to go for a drive. It's off right now, just like it was in the video when I showed you a while ago. earlier before I set it up. Oh, turn the music off. So now we're gonna test it out and see. Keep an eye on it there. Man, the guy cut all his grass, leaves everywhere right now. Okay, so now we're gonna go into drive. Good thing is I got a stop sign right in front of my area, so we'll be able to see if it works or not. So I'm at a stop sign. So the stop sign. We'll drive down to the next block. Give it a good run. Scoot over, lady. God dang. Oh, it's a picture of my dog. Yep, sorry about that. Alright, coming up to a stop sign right here. And this is where we're gonna tell. And truck is still on. Engine's still running. Probably can't hear it. But it's working. Take it for another drive real quick. Come up here real quick. Turn this little area here. Come to a complete stop. Don't know if you can hear the engine. Usually it shuts off right now, but it's working. So yeah, all right. Well, hope this video helped. A lot of people who are looking for videos for this Autostop Eliminator, which was very interesting, a lot of video watching of different models, but this is for the newest 2025 Chevy Silverado LT. Pretty sure it probably worked for GMC. Not really sure what the inside looks on those, but yeah. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Share this video so you can help out so many other people out there who need help. Y'all have a good one.